What is, what's going on, everybody? My name is Markyfbaby, or you can just call me Mark. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. How is everyone doing tonight? We're playing Doki Doki. I will be reading Doki Doki with you tonight, and thank you for joining. And if you're watching the recording, thank you for watching. Tonight is going to be a good night. I think something's gonna something may happen tonight. So if you are watching this live, you're in for a treat. So it is Tuesday, right? It's Tuesday. It is end of March, end of the month. It is the end of the month, and we're coming. Hold on, let me turn off my phone. Oh. Sorry, guys. Dude, I can't even speak. Whatever. Okay, guys. So, let's go ahead and get it started. More Doki Doki, Part 5. If you're joining, you're in for a treat. You're in for something. So, let's get it started. Alright, all systems go. Everything's ready and good to go. Doki Doki. I think we chose Sayori most of the way. This is not Sayori. Yuri most of the way. And I wanted to go in the path of Sayori, but I don't know. I don't know how she does, but whatever. Load game. This is our load. So, okay. What happened last time was we did our project, whatever our project was. We did like handwriting or something with Yuri. And then we came back to school the next day. Oh, wait, sorry. We did our project, and then Sayori caught Yuri and I together, and then like things got real googly. So I think Sayori got jealous, but honestly, you can't be jealous when you're all depressed and everything. There's something super sus about Sayori. So let's see what happens. Let's go. See, there's like no music anymore, so it's like super sus, like real sus right now. Maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. So, folks, that's what it is. She didn't come to school. She didn't come walk with us, and she usually walks with us to school every day, and today, out of all days, she did not. She stayed in bed. She's not answering our calls. She's not answering our text messages. She's nowhere to be found. Sayori does not exist. And Monica is just being really chill about it. See, look, maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. This is me thinking. Let's go ahead. Ahahaha. You should take a little responsibility for her, Brother D. Look at that. Look at that. Now Monica is acting real sus. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president. After all, I gotta get the voices going. I'm the club president after all. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? Did Sayori tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? So we did choose to say I love you to Sayori, and she kind of said I love you back. But I don't know. You know when back in the day when you said I like you, that's kind of what happened. I like you and stuff. That's kind of what happened. I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Huh? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. There is sound. Okay, percent. Get out of my head. 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 Okay, well, you get where I'm going with that. Get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. I don't know what to think about that. Okay. Let's keep going. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Brother D, what's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori, so... well, all right. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm scared. Monica calls out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as always have been. That's all she needs and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer, since she's not picking up her phone either. All this is super sus. You can't act like this ain't sus because it is really sus. I don't expect an answer, since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sayori? Oh, dude, she really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I turned it up. Okay. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend wouldn't do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy! There's no response. I really don't know what I have to enter the room like this. It's kind of a breach of privacy, but she leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, she on X Games mode. Oh my god. Oh my god. don't think that's what you're supposed to say after you see something like this. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it always has been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Hold on. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers, but I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 Never, never, never. End. Okay. Now the game's all weird. Look, it's two Monikas. It's actually like a mixture of all of them put together. So, okay. Well, it finally happened. I don't think we're done yet, though, but it finally happened. Something really bad just happened. Sayori hung herself. So, hello, beautiful Black Rose. Hello, hi. Thanks for joining in. We just witnessed Sayori's death. If you've ever watched the Literature Club from other people, you know what already has happened, what events have transpired. But I guess we press this, right? Too bad you left her hanging around. When I saw it happen, I said, oh my god, she's on X Games mode, so... Okay, let's go ahead and see what happens. There's more to this game. We could load the game and go back and just rewatch it, but okay. So, oh. Yes. Yes. Whatever that is. I can see an annoying girl running toward me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl, my neighbor and good friend since we were children, it looks like she's been completely deleted from the game. Let's go ahead and cut to the chase so we can find out what happens to Yuri. I don't know what happens in any case, so that girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Yeah, if you know what happens, shh. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently. I feel like I've read this already, though. But I feel better off running. Okay, but if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. Oh. All right. All right. It's getting a little weird. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Look, now this is different. That was different. I know I didn't read that before. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. Oh, already? After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with it. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Brother D. Monica? Oh my goodness! I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. A literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. Let's see what the chat has to say. Beautiful black rose. Yeah, ordinary school day in order to merry school day where's our friends get deleted and hangs herself right in front of you. Yeah, a normal day. I had a school day like that. Get away from me, Monica. I know you're hiding something. Why did you make the joke? You left her hanging there when you said you already was dead. You're pretty sus. She was sus. She was sus about that. And you did catch that. I didn't catch that. I caught the hanging around part, but I didn't catch the other stuff there. So, well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not right, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Brother D. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but... In that case... Is there any chance you would do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please. Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Mistake. Awesome. You're really sweet, Brother D, you know that? It's nothing really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. That's when everyone says it's a trap. It's a trap! It's a trap! I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I remember reading that, except I think it said something about a cupcake. I know it was a cupcake or a cookie. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. Huh? Whoa. Okay. It's real sus now. Actually, Monica, manga is actually literature. It's just Japanese allergy? Japanese literature? You can look it up if you want. You are so dumb, Monica. Monica's dumb. Again, that's Yuri! Why does it say girl 1 though? Did it like repeat itself when I do this? I think it does. I feel like since Sayori died, like it's just repeating itself right now, so. A guest? Seriously? You brought a boy? Oh, let me. Okay. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. See, it's Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Brother D. Oh, words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls! So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? Bitch, I might be. What? No, I'm not. No, we might be. Natsuki, the girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. A freshman. And yes, wait a minute, did it say small figure? Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. No, Sayori was the vice president. Where is Sayori? Where is Sayori in all this? If everything restarted, Sayori should come back. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Brother D in a classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know, sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Brother D? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all their effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. Look at, now Yuri just looks all sus. Before she looked, like Yuri, timid, and now she just looks sus. Yuri is sus. Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Brother D, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. Oh, baby girl, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri chases the rim of her cup. Yuri chases the... I was thinking something else with the rims and... hentai. My bad. Stop. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. My God, I feel like I'm doing more reading after Sayori died. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Are you saying we're dumb? I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or makes me... Let me take a break there. What does it say here in the chat? And this game is full of one incredibly pervy dude. And actually, I think the reason why people never join your club, Monica, is because you are a psycho, you are a dumb person, and you will never have MC, and that's the truth, and only the truth. I don't know, she might get me. Dude, the music kind of changed. So do you already said she likes complex books? Well, if she likes that, then she should read her own dialogue. Her dialogue is really complex. Really? Okay. Let me drink some water really quick. Folks, people who are gonna watch the recording, this is getting really weird. Honestly, I kind of knew what was going to happen. But it's just getting weirder and weirder as we progress. But it's so weird that nothing is really even happening after Sayori's death. I don't think anyone believes or knows that Sayori has even died, so that's kind of weird, right? I just needed some water because this game is like an intense amount of reading. Yeah, you just want that creepy stuff. You're no better than Yuri. The creepy stuff. So let's just keep trucking along here. Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Let's just wait a little bit. It says here, okay, so let me just tell you, Monica is kind of like first in Undertale, she resets the timeline so she could create a new one. That's what I thought. Monica seems like she's in control of everything. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud, and give that back. Fine. Monika's all cheery. Natsuki, you write your own poems. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Oh, wait, did I read that right? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Why are you so nervous, Yuri? I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Huh? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Brother D? Hold on, there's still one problem. What is that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at. And, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought. The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Brother D. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members until you got rid of one. You liar. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival... Wait, the festival is already happening? And if we don't find one before the festival... I'm defenseless against these 3 girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's just like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness. Really? Do you really mean that, Brother D? Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Brother D, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. We can be whole again. Make us whole again. Where's that from, guys? Put it in the comments below. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Anything. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meetings on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Brother D, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright! I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay, what does it say here? Oh my god. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? What if I click no? Oh my god. Oh my god. That kind of gives me chills a little bit. This gives me chills. Happy thoughts. Happy thoughts. Happy thoughts. Whoa, I like how there's only two of them here. Monica is like a creator watching over them as they get more complex, and the more you interact, the more they change everything you know and love. You only look at the world a certain way, but Monica is changing that perspective by under her control so she can satisfy her needs. You're not rambling on, you're being active on the chat. Thanks for joining. So let's go ahead and pick our poems, guys. Cute, vitality, tears, headphones, philosophy, play, flying, kawaii, and kawaii. Bubble socks, rainbow lollipop, misfortune, Doki Doki, tenacious cage, fear, cry, sticky. Okay. Hi again, Brother D. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha 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 ha. No, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone is already hanging out. We're just gonna act like her face didn't do that, huh? We're just gonna act like it just didn't do all that, huh? Thanks for keeping your promise, Brother D. Oh, hold on. Thanks for keeping your promise, Brother D. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, what's going on? Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack? You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Monica just like stands in front of the words. Like, no bitch, I'm here. I think she's broken. Natsuki finds herself stuck between, say, Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Brother D. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the literature club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like this, if you ask. Well, wait. Wow, Yuri looking thick. I didn't mean it like that. Ooh. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, you like my timid voice? That I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it might just keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted to. This is, how's this girl accidentally being so cute? So sus! She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. What? I feel like the screen is, it's curved, right? It's curved, right? It's like this. Don't act like this is, dude, this is twisted. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Oh, see? See? This game is acting real sus. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Ugh! I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Fucking Monica! Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, I didn't know there was cussing in this game. Okay. She never puts my book back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacks of books and boxes across the shelf. Manga! You read manga, right? Ah, sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Wait, what? She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feeling. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? And she's all freaking chill about it. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either a way out of my demographic, or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it. You can go do it through the glass on the what? What? If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. Oh, like turn away. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Brother D. Consider this a lesson straight out of freaking hell. Don't judge a book. Okay. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. Sounds like a softcore porno. Parfait Girls. Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly mo. Don't just stand there. Ooh, aw. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. Are we in the closet? She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Like this. Sit here. Can you see that on camera? Sit here. Right here. Sit here. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess it's just easier to be close together like this.
Huh? Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it.
Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? Huh, you don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? Did I miss something? Hold on. Take a break from reading. If you choose one choice, falling in love with her, she will hang herself because she feels like she doesn't deserve you. If you reject her, she will hang herself because of rejection. So we chose her. We fell in love with her. Monika's under the control, but Monika didn't cause the death. She only made her more depressed. So Monika will stop at nothing to get your love. Even if you don't show it, she is focused on you. She will do anything for you, anything at all, even kill her friends. The thing is, what if we chose the path of Monika, right? What if we chose Monika instead? I don't know. The game is about a character, MC, you're playing with. Monika. Is that Monika or is MC stand for me? Because MC's my name. You're already with, and so your best friend is depressed, but she won't tell you, so she decides to give you a choice. The thing is, Sayori could get it, and we tried to give it to her in the beginning, but she didn't want it. I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typically slice of life affair. There's the clue. Slice of life. And I know the other clue too is the knife. There's a knife, like in episode 4, there's a knife, and it's with Yuri. Maybe I cut up Natsuki with that knife, or Yuri cuts Natsuki off, you know, with the knife. Natsuki is gonna get murdered with a knife by Yuri. I'm calling that. Typical slice of life affair. I kinda grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Oh wow. We're really close to, Homegirl.
Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not! Even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that, if you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something like... I guess it's fun... Dude, this is mesmerizing. Look, it's her face. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series anyway. You know what I mean? Huh? You don't? Huh? That's not. Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Why are you all acting sus now? Look at her. She's all sus. Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Dude, she just looked at me. Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Oh, sorry. Huh. Like I could ever get friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without being all like, you still haven't gone out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Huh? Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad will beat the shit out of me if I... What the fuck? Oh my god. I don't want to read that one again. It says here, my dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monika's kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I? Well, it's paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here am I
here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right?
So?
Jeez, that's not enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. What's going on here, Wise? Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I don't like when the screen goes black like this. I glance over at her. Oh, it looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki?
Yeah?
Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey! The game is definitely broken. Oh my god. Oh my god, her face is on X Games mode. Dude, what the hell's happening?
Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here.
Monika reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give... She doesn't even finish her sentence before. I did exactly what she did with the chocolate bar, or whatever the bar it is. I can't read. She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth.
Don't worry, Brother D. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her.
Like she's a dog? Anyway, well, actually, no. That makes me a dog, because my mom used to have snacks in her purse all the time, so... I guess Monika is Sayori, Natsuki's mom. What's this? Actually, it's not that at all. Yuri has some minor issues. She does stuff to herself, which I'm not going to mention, but it's with a knife. And you might say, oh, she's depressed, but it's only for her pleasure. Actually, there is a theory going around that Natsuki is abused sexually or physically by your father. Natsuki. Her. Oh, because, like, her dad didn't like the manga or whatever, right? Anyway, why don't we all share poems now? Well, we're doing this all over again? Who should I show my poem to first? Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with hers. Hers first, hers. Dude, I cannot read today. I'm acting all dyslexic. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem.
Never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion.
And what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monika said.
Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it.
So our poem is actually really good.
And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy.
So in other words, you're saying you liked it. Irk. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat.
You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she really liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Grr. Fine, I guess. Only because Monika will make me do it if I don't. Wait.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Oh, dude, we did a rap song to this before. It goes, eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. See, you can do a rap song with this. But I feel like she did that one already, though. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. You like how I transition from girl to guy voice? I just mix it up. So, you did? I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Shut up. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's go show it to Monica and see what happens if we choose Monica. Hi, Brother D. Having a good time so far? Oh, yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Brother D. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Huh. I like it, Brother D. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, geez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. Whoa! I think Natsuki's next. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. What? You were right about that abuse thing. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. Dude, this game is getting dark. It's not really scary, it's dark. But sometimes she just loses all her strength and shuts down. That's why she fell asleep. Like earlier. Well, honestly, there's such thing as caffeine overload, and sometimes that happens to me. Like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know? This is playing on the figure of women, how they're like kind of what's the word? Like they're forced. I don't want to say forced, but like if you don't have this kind of body, then you're not a beautiful woman or beautiful girl, right? That's what they're playing on right now. This game is not just about suicide prevention, it's a lot more than that. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know? Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Okay. Wow, dude, we read this poem already. Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in the room? Are they talking, or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Okay. We don't know what that's supposed to mean, but that means something. So, what do you think? Huh, it's very freeform if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten... Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Oh, well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about the deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this, it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to next? Oh, first, let's read this. Also, good thing you chose her, because if you didn't, she would for some reason get all yandeer. What's yandeer? Yandeer? And say that, why don't you notice me or something like that. Also, hopefully the game says it, but you will find out why your cuts herself pretty soon. What? Oh, ooh. Also, there will be a poem pretty soon in the next act where not say all things she says. If it has a gas at the end of it, that means it's a lie. Oh man, I just got goosebumps reading that. Okay, who should I show my poem to next? Yuri. Of course, baby girl Yuri. Gotta get on baby girl Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough for her to finish reading. Oh, so sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick it up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their styles very deliberate. Very deliberate. Boom. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Shuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased enough. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Okay. Ghosts under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. I feel like I'm rereading their poems, but they're like shorter. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Oh, well, I just don't. Dude, okay, hold on. We're reading all this, right? But we're acting like Sayori has never happened. Like Sayori never existed. It's kind of weird. It's really kind of weird. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I guess, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Brother D. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort and unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. Wow, that was sophisticated, deep, and all types of words. That's a lot more solemn is a good word. Putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up these things too. Yeah, maybe. You're right. I guess I'll have to, I guess I'll have to keep writing. I'm counting on you. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're... Did you hear the music, yo? Yeah, right. The music was sus. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. Hey yo, I'm here. Sorry I came late, I'm a busy boy. Thanks for joining. I understand, that's okay, but you are not late. You are here, you're on time. Thank you. Let's read what beautiful Black Rose has been saying here. Thank you for being active on the chat. Also, good thing you chose her because, okay, we read that. Yuri behaving though. I think Natsuki and Yuri got some beef going on, and on the girls spill the tea, be hating. Also, you should check on Doki Doki mod. Cold Pink Eyes, I think that's what it's called. You might think that it's a bad mod. Just wait until the end. Wait until the end. Okay, Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Oh, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. Is this the fight? I think this is the fight. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Brother D did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a whole... Oh, dude, my nose. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Brother D liked my poem too, you know? He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I said, You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Brother D appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Brother D started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! Taking out... I like how Monica just like... Taking out your own insecurities on others like that? You really act as... Dude, I can't read, I got goosebumps. You really act as long as you look, Natsuki. Me, Likusaki, you wannabe edge bitch. Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle's too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just say that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know? If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Holy shit. Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Brother D hear everything you really think. Whoa. Whoa. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly Yuri turns towards me as if she just noticed I was standing here. Brother D, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. How did I get I don't know. Oh my god. Guys? My nose itches. But everyone is sus. Everyone is sus now. I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm... Yuri. Yuri! 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 What? What the hell? Okay. She like, bitch, choose Natsuki. Monica. Hey, Brother D, why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay. Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Ah ha ha ha. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to do a little more, be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Why are you crying? She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Brother D, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. What is going on? Okay, so here is the choice. We could choose between someone who has big a double D's, or I can do someone who only has a C-sized cup. What is going on? Hey man. Hey man, I chose Yuri from the beginning. I was Yuri all the way since forever. Since this whole thing started. Purple hair, don't care. But it looks like Monika's getting a little jealous, so. Monika. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monika. She's doing one of these numbers, these. But she keeps glancing at Monika. You can go first, Monika. I like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. What if we wanted alone time with Yuri? Can you respect that? Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Brother D. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really... I'm pretty sure that Yuri said something about her father and made fun of her cup size, if you know what I mean. You really? So it's all about the abusive parents or abusive dads in this game. Skirt, calm, excitement, fun, vertigo, jump, secretive, rain cloud, ambient, broken, covet, frighting, promise, pure, anger, inferno, love, jumpy, playground, puppy. I don't know what happened there, but we just chose a whole bunch of words. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've got a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Brother D. Oh, hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at a desk, and surprisingly, Monika isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. Hey, boy. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri? I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I only this time to have a little fun with Yuri. Okay, hold on. Don't stop. Don't spoil it for me here. Don't spoil. I want some time with Yuri. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it doesn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person, and now you're apologizing. I know you really didn't mean it.
Ah, Brother D, don't say those kind of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around, and... sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monica? Oh, no, I haven't. I was kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either.
Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her.
No, I haven't.
Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Oh, Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. And I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So?
Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday?
Huh?
Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. Dude, everyone is sus.
Ooh, Yuri turned me on. Ooh, give me those big O.
Stop. Stop. Don't make me. Don't make me. Okay, you get comfortable.
I don't even remember anything bad happening. Look at that sus smile.
That smile is so sus.
You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But what? I'll accept your apology anyway, if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though.
Hey! Suddenly the door swings open.
Sorry, I'm super sorry.
Oh, there you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Yuri, my waifu. For real, though.
Nah.
Well, Natsuki was.
I was not.
What took you so long anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of lost track of time.
That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano.
Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve.
I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not pretty good yet.
Still? That must require a lot of dedication, so I'm still impressed. Well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. That's...
Monica looks at me. Well, I'm working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Brother D. Monica, dude, she's trying to impress me. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I would share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet. Brother D, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Oh, I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you after you gave that book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday, she's fine. Dude, she's low-key getting pissed. She was practicing killing off the characters so she can have me all to herself. I swear, if you kill Yuri, I will choke you and suffocate you, Monica. Ooh, Yuri, baby girl, Yuri.
She's fine. She's reading over there, see? Don't think about her so much.
She's used to being ignored. Come on, we're going over there. This game is acting really freaking sus. What's the story about anyway?
Well,
I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to. Oh, that might be a little bit much of a spoiler. Sounds like a really good upcoming Resident Evil game. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Oh, are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Brother D? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story, it's that kind of story that challenges you to look at the life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. And suddenly, I am rambling, aren't I? What is going on? Okay, Yuri, I don't care how much you're freak I'll make give you pleasure if you know what I mean. Come on, senorita. Baby girl Yuri, baby girl Yuri. People. Usually I stop the live stream, but we're gonna keep going! Because honestly, aren't we like almost done with the game, or do I have a long way to go? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know when I have this problem, I'm pretty sure the stream is just trying to impress Yuri right now. Yes, of course, the stream loves Yuri. Everyone loves Yuri. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writings fill my thoughts, my whole body gets incredibly... Oh, baby girl. How does your body get, baby girl? What does that mean? So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange, and please don't stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Oh, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading, right? Or start reading it, right? Dude, my head is like suffocating. I might as well get started reading it, right? Yes. I got jump scared. I mean, you don't have to, but... Oh, what are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieve the book that I put into my bag. Alright, it's fine, I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Oh, yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something that I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just let me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not as particularly bad. I could never say this word right. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. She's looking on my... Stop. I glance over. It looks like she's reading over my book instead. So sorry. I was just bathing you in the feel... Can I go back and... What is she saying? You guys gotta pause that on the chat. Go back, pause that, and tell me what that says right there. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. That's what it said. It said she said some freaky stuff. She said she was bathing in the body heat. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page? Sorry. I think I got a little bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't think I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I could do, since you've probably been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of her page, letting it flutter over her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character reminds me of you a little bit. No, I don't really relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things. She says, and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get... Dude, look at Yuri's face right now. But, you know, to be honest, Yuri with a piercing would look pretty cool. She had like a piercing there, you know? Like 2021 TikTok version. We didn't even get that far yet, so I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... By breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice! Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Brother G? Did something happen just now? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing to me, no. No, it's maybe cop to feel, but no. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Should we wait for Yuri? Oh, she might be a while, so I figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Who should we show our poem to? Chat, you are something else. You are something else, chat. Thank you. Shout out to Beautiful Black Rose for speaking, for talking on the chat. You will always be remembered. Who should I show my poem to first? What if we chose Natsuki? What would happen? Huh. Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed. Oh, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. Fair enough. You're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes really differently from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed that you were spending so much time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After I was taught never to expect anything from anybody. So it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it. Yep. I'm able to figure out a whole lot from this poem. What is going on? To blah blah for rocks JK Q equals SSB good come. It's impossible. It's literally impossible. It's impossible. Brother D, why didn't you come read with me today? I was waiting for you. I was waiting for a long time. It was the only thing I had to look forward to today. Why did you ruin it? Do you like Yuri more? I think you're better off not associating with her. Are you listening to me? Yuri's a sick freak. That should be obvious by now. What is going on, yo? So just play with me instead. Okay? You don't hate me, Brother D, do you? Oh my god. What the freak is going on? Do you hate me? Do you want to make me go home crying? The club is the only place I feel safe. Don't ruin that for me. Don't ruin it. Please, just stop talking to Yuri. Play with me instead. It's all I have. Play with me. Play with me. Oh my god. Oh. Yo. Natsuki is the waifu number 2. For real though. For real. Yo, my heart freaking sank. Monica? Why do I say Monica like she's reading? Monica! Hi again, Brother D. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure. Here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. Great job, Brother D. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. That's not the only thing that's gonna be deep. Ooh, ooh. Oh gosh. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know what? Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Stop mentioning Yuri. Yuri is gone, Monica. It's just you and me, baby girl. Writing is that full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing though, but sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's dude, I've been reading for so much. But that's why she but honestly, it's really interesting right now. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction. So don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. I want to see Yuri's squeals off. Chill, baby girl, chill. Chill. Use the freak. use the freak. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Huh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me. The colors, they won't. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Was that a meaningless? Delete her. Like playing a chalkboard. Yo, it said delete her. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a knife on a breathing ribcage. Endless PM of meaningless. Delete her. Monica is gonna delete Yuri. I don't know what's going on. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Let me save my game. I haven't saved in freaking, there's no save spots. Okay. There's no save spots. Return. Oops. Okay, you never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything? Please help me, okay. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. What's going on? Who should I show my poem to? Yuri? Oh, I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you written for today. Oh, Yuri smiles and takes a deep breath. I like just holding it. Huh? I mean, the poem turned out good. It's, well, there are some things that you could work on. Well, that doesn't really matter. It feels like anything written by you is a treasure. That came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's the poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything. Oh my god! I'm not reading this crap. Oh my god. Oh my god. I want you, Yuri. Me too. Me too. Me too. Look, there's some blood there. Some blood and some smearing going on. Blood right there. It's quiet right now. I don't understand why it's quiet. Wheel. A rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding bolt head, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a dock ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, time controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God, swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, a paper written in blood, a prayer written in time, devouring snakes with the human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence, what? God disproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 years into... Dude, this is deep. What is going on here? A sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God. A wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears and a ticking clock. A clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time. A bolt head of holy stakes tied to existence of docked ships to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox, breathing bolt head, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. I don't know if you're getting freaky. I can't agree with you there. This has got really weird. If you think about what I just read, it's really weird.
It doesn't matter what it's about. My mind has been hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen.
On your pen?
That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes, so I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we just pretend this conversation never happened? Can you keep the poem, though? You can keep the poem, though.
Oh, God. Oh my God, bro. My nose is like killing me. A joke. A man walked into a club. In the club, there was a girl who liked him very much. They spent time together, and then she liked him even more. One day, the girl realized she was in love with him. Before disaster could happen, a third party intervened with her programming. Suddenly, the girl hated herself for being in love. This contradiction caused the script to derail. The universe started to collapse, but she killed herself just in time. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could come sit in the front of the room. Is this about the Ooh, Natsuki's alive! Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look. I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Brother D joined, and we started with some club activities, but this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just more mumbles. That is the time to stop, folks. After this scene, I'm done. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. The literature club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Brother D? Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Brother D to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica. Do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Brother D joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Brother D isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're going... What is going on here? Sorry, but you're really the only one who's interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Uh-oh. Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Brother D want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. So if it's up to me to rescue this situation, no. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club, It's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did? But that doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything. Brother D, why did you join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki.
What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest?
It's not about being honest, it's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in this club like that.
You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me, and now Monica wants to take it away from me.
She's not taking anything away.
No, Brother D, it's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom.
This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have any opinion on the festival?
I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess.
Oh, fuck! You! Who cares about that obnoxious brat? Dude, that was good. You got me there. You got me there.
I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now, and I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself.
Bro! What is going on with this game? It didn't get me this time, though. It didn't get me that time.
What was that?
I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Brother D? What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer is better. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place.
I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes to their own qualities in a special way.
With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a... What's going on with your face? What's going on with your face, Yuri? I was just reading and your face is all sus. Alright. Alright, she is hyperactive because she just hit puberty, or because she wants some freaky stuff, if you know what I mean. My leg fell asleep, bro. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. Why is your face doing that? Why is it doing that? Please, why is it doing that? So if you'd like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Well, maybe we can talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri. I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know what I think. Still think you're a wonderful vice president, and also a wonderful friend. Monica, I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay, me too. Yeah, let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay, I'll look forward to it. Shall we go, Brother D? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Brother D before we leave, just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay, I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew, things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Brother D, I just want to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of... oh, shit. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president. And I really do care about you, you know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time with how mean Natsuki is and everything. And you're being a little bit, you know, sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple of days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why, oh shit. Wait, not yet, no! Okay, that's it, guys. That's it. I'm done with the Doki Doki. I'm done. This game is a little too much for me right now. We've live streamed for the longest I've live streamed in a while, and that's past the 90-minute mark. I thought we were gonna be done with this game. I really thought we were gonna be done with this game, but we're not. And a lot has happened. I hope you tell your friends about this to rewatch it. I hope my subscribers go ahead and rewatch this because this was a fun-filled episode. Oh my god, a lot happened. And shout out to Beautiful Black Rose. Whoever you are, you ran the chat. You are awesome. Happy freaking Tuesday. It belongs to you by me. And okay, so recap. Sayori's dead. I thought Natsuki died, but she didn't die. And Yuri's real sus right now. She was literally bleeding from her eye. Kind of weird. But okay. So guys, yeah, that's the synopsis. And then Monica is acting real sus because like she wants our attention, but like I guess we don't give enough attention to her. I think that's how it works. I think. I don't know. But there's a lot more meaning to this. Natsuki is getting abused. Supposedly Yuri is being abused in a way where, you know, it's playing on her big boobs, if you know what I mean. Like, she has really big breasts in high school, and I guess she's being abused for it. Not really sexually, like being raped or any of that stuff, but more like you have big boobs, like they're too big, you know, in that kind of way. But I don't know how that's not a good thing, but just personal preference. But guys, I appreciate you for joining the live stream. I appreciate you for freaking subscribing to the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, like the video, commented on it afterwards. And guys, next live stream will be on Thursday. We'll be playing some Call of Duty with the boys. Friday, more Doki Doki. Saturday, we usually don't live stream, but I will be live streaming on Saturday. Saturday, I will be live streaming. I don't live stream on Saturdays, but I am going to be live streaming because something new is coming out on Saturday. So guys, good night. Or wait. So guys, thanks for joining. I'll see you on the next episode. No, that's not how it goes. Markyfbaby out. I'll see you on the next episode. Peace. Oh baby. Oh baby. Oh baby girl Yuri. Oh. Thanks for subscribing, Beautiful Black Rose. Thank you for subscribing. Shout out to you.